Hi guys, I hope your day has been beautiful. Mine has been so beautiful. A lot of rains here, and it's chilly, and we thank God for that. A lot of rains, yeah. So today I want us to discuss about hope, and I want to ask two questions. Well, in the midst of difficulties, in the midst of adversities, in the midst of struggles, where do you put your hope into? And what about life after this? Where is your hope? And so the Word of God clearly reminds us that His name is a strong tower, and the righteous run into it and are safe. And so I want us to look at these two people in the Bible, that is Job and Abraham. Job is a well-known person that every kid knows about him. He was a wealthy, respected man, and almost everything that each every person will say that this person is wealthy. And it came a time where all his wealth was swept away. But what did Job do? He never buried himself. He kept his hope in Jesus, in God, in the Lord. And despite his wife telling him, "Cause God, like, what kind of God do you serve? You just need to curse him and die." Job stood and said, "I know." Job stood and knew that God would fight for him, and he knew that everything that he had, it belonged to God. Look at Abraham. Abraham, after so long time, God blesses him with a son, that is Isaac. And a time comes when God, at that old age, that God wants to take his only son. And like, Abraham did not complain. So what did he do? He obeyed what God told him. And why did he obey him? I tend to think that Abraham really understood that God is the one who gives everything in life, and he knew everything in his life, and he is the one who gave him that son. And if he wanted to take him away, he could take. And at that old age, the Lord is the one who provided for him. And so I want us to take a life experience, like you are the manager, you are the CEO of a company, and there is this contract that you want to sign, and unfortunately it doesn't happen, and you feel broken. You feel like, oh, you don't know what to do. What do you do at that circumstance? What do you do? Where do you put your hope into? Do you like stay and say, like, you give up and say, oh, I'm done? So what do? You are there, and you've been looking for the right partner in life, and you feel like God is not doing something. What do? What, at the end, where do you put your hope into? And I remember in the Bible where God says that it really challenges us by asking that, by worrying, can you even earn a single hour in your life, a single second in your life? And if, my viewer, if you really look at life in this perspective, that you can do nothing without God, and like He owns your life, then you will always put your hope in Jesus. And I want us, in every time that we feel like life is not really at its best, we feel like we are broken, and we feel like we're almost losing it, but I want us to speak a life-changing words in our lives. I want us to declare His word, His words. I want us to affirm by His words, by His word, that all shall be well. Let us use the word of God to speak a blessing, to speak hope, to speak life in our lives, because by that is what we call faith. That is what we call hope. And by living by that, God is going to show us, is going to do marvelous, is going to do miracles in our life. In the midst of our sicknesses, we will feel like, oh my God, I'm going to die. I'm in this sick bed. I don't know what to do. No one comes to see me. No. My good friends, my brethren, it is time you start saying that I will not die. I will live to declare His words, His deeds, His great deeds, because that is what God promises us. And how do we know that He has promised us these things? We cannot know this unless we read His word. That is how we come to realize of the promises He has for us. I remember back then I used to live like a life of like complain, lamenting, God, why this, why that. But little did I know that He has promised. And where does He promise these things? He has promised them in His word. So we are challenged to read His word and to understand what God is saying, and pray that we may understand how, or the message He is really communicating. So every day you wake up, stand and say, my day is gonna be beautiful. I'm declaring new life. I'm declaring life in my dreams. I'm gonna make it. If I'm doing my degree and I want to become a surgeon, I know I'm gonna make it. I know God is gonna provide the fees I want, is gonna provide the support He wants. And because you are declaring what God has promised in His word in your situation, then God is gonna affirm them by keeping the promise. And let the sick say they are healed, because by His stripe on the cross He said it is over, it is finished. Everything, every generation curses is finished, because God is with us. God is with us, with every person. It doesn't matter who you are. Know that God redeems and God gives hope in every circumstances. I wish you all the best, and may the Lord give you strength. May the Lord renew. He gives power to the weak, and to those who have no might, He gives strength. So don't quit. Don't quit. Keep pressing on and keep your hope on who created you. Keep your hope on Jesus. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay.